Hey guys, what's up? Lavanya here. So, as promised, I had told you I'll be sharing a PDF on manifestation of money through sound. However, whatever you do, the intention is so powerful. The research that I'm going to share with you today, the experiment, sorry, is all about how powerful your intention can be even when there is no sound. So, well, as I read it out for you, enjoy and let me know what are your three key takeaways from listening to this kinesiology experiment related to the power of intention and mindfulness. So, guys, years ago there was an experiment being done using kinesiology. Kinesiology is nothing but muscle testing. It is believed that with kinesiology, when your body encounters a substance that may not be good for it, let's say, for instance, sugar, probably something that's not lucky for you, your muscles are weakened. Meanwhile, something that's good for you, your muscles feel firm and strengthened. So, an experiment using kinesiology years ago, an experiment was done with a group of people. They sat in a circle by the ocean with a cassette recorder in the middle of the group. So, there is a group of people, they're sitting in a circle, and long time ago they were using a cassette player, where there were cassettes being used. It was in the center. What were people supposed to do? The people meditated blissfully and remember this time silently. So they are not talking, they are just meditating. Projecting love onto the, turning the page, projecting love onto the sound of the ocean that was being recorded. Next, a new cassette was put in. So basically, now part one is done. They have only meditated, but they are sending the vibes of love. There is no talking happening, there is no chanting happening, purely sending love vibes, right? Now, point number two. Next, the new cassette was put in, the record button pressed, and this time they generated anger. So, again, they are not talking, but they are thinking of all angry feelings. Not a word said. So, guys, now think of all those times when you are not talking to your family members, but you're projecting anger and you're thinking about how they have messed your life and yada yada yada. Maybe your kids are not studying, maybe someone is falling sick over and over again, maybe someone is putting a lot of boundaries on you. So, just think that all those times, what is actually happening? Anyhow, not a word said, and only the sound of ocean was being recorded because all this experiment was happening by the ocean. Finally, the group of people left the area. So now, so the first one we discussed, they made a circle. The cassette player was in the center. They projected love purely through feelings. The second one is they projecting love. Then again, they are sitting by the ocean. Now, third time, what they are doing is they have just placed a new cassette in the recorder. They are not there. They are away from that place. There's only the ocean sounds getting recorded. Basically, they wanted to experiment that the intention that we have behind things, the feelings that we have behind things, do they travel? Do they affect people silently also? Meaning that sometimes we say, but I didn't say anything mean to you. So why are you so angry? Why don't you like me? Well, seems like the intention works without sound also. So let's read on what happened further. Anyhow, now finally the group of people left the area and just the sound of the ocean without anyone around was recorded onto a third cassette player. Then the real work began. A skilled practitioner of kinesiology muscle tested people as they listened to the sounds of the ocean on each of three cassettes. Three separate tests were conducted for each of the three tapes. So, one is love, one is anger, one is pure ocean. Okay. Three separate tests were conducted for each of the three tapes, which all sounded the same. No one knew which tape they were listening to. So it's basically a blindfold kind of an experiment where people don't even know which cassette they are listening to. All right. No one knew which tape. Lord, I'm going to be back in a second. Okay, guess who's back? Lavanya's back. So, no one knew which tape they were listening to, not even the kinesiology tester. How amazing is that now? It was just the sound of the ocean, but the results were radically different. So, the person who's testing doesn't know, the people who are being tested by the intention or just the sound alone, even they don't know. So, what happened? First, the recording of the ocean without anyone around made people strong. So, this means the natural vibe, the natural sound of the ocean itself is very healing for the body. Second, the recording of the ocean with people blissfully projecting love made people test even stronger. So this means when combined with the sounds of nature, that is the sound of the ocean, you send love vibes, your body becomes, or the people that you love, it becomes even stronger. So there's intention and there's sound of the ocean. Let's see what happened in the last one. Finally, the recording of the angry ocean, the one into which people projected anger, produced different kinesiological results. Although it sounded like the other although it sounded like the other ocean recordings, people tested weak. Imagine how powerful your intention is and how it's interfering with your physical energy field and the people that you love, their energy field. The difference, of course, was the intention of the people infusing the sound. Thus, you can take the same sound, project two different intentions on that sound, and the outcome of that sound will be different. Or you can take two different sounds, put the same intention on those sounds, and the outcome can be the same. This explains how there can be so many people working with sounds but with very different results. Well, just to remind you, with my PDF, frequency plus intent is equal to healing. So, people who want to book their first sound healing session with me, please feel free to message me on the number listed. I don't answer direct calls, so just leave me a message on my WhatsApp. We'll take it from there. Remember to send good vibes to your own self, to your body organs, and also to your loved ones.